Good morning, all time in America. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday. Today is the Super Bowl. Yeah. Who is going to win, Ivan? I think the Patriots are going to win. I'm going with the Patriots. So VJ knows your book is the last hope. Yeah, she's not stupid. She knows. That book that I wrote is a ticket to success, obviously. So why she wants a piece of the money, obviously. She cries. Because she knows what she got duped, obviously. Yeah, and you're going to make your billions off your book. I want a piece of that. Yeah. 1 billion, 25, 30, 40, 50 billion. She knows with $25 billion, you can live a life with that money. Start showing fruits to you, better than Hollywood. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be a famous movie star with you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be in that Saints movie with you. Now, yeah, I mean, movie star with you, Ivan. That's why she's crazy and she cries. She knows she got duped, obviously, by the kids, right? So VJ knows you did. Yeah, VJ knows I did it, but yeah, Ivan did it, but he has to make his money. He can open the door. Because VJ doesn't have to sell the gatekeepers, but to make his billions, he has to go through death's door. He has to go through the gates, through death's door, obviously. That's the only way for me to control my money and be a VJ. Every job I myself is if I go through death's door, they're going to kill me to make that money. Because they're going to trap me. Either you bow to us or you suffer the consequences. No one in this world fucks with my money. And we don't want you getting VJ on fresh yourself, obviously. Choose your choice. I'm doing that. No way. Yeah. Because even though it's scary to die, I mean, your father will wake you up 1 minute after you die. So would you rather wake up 1 minute later in the hospital and you get your freedom with VJ and you control the Xanus Brand, which means you can make your billions off your book. Victoria Justice gets her healing and she's fresh. She's sees Ivan, you get her spoken Hollywood beauty forever, all to yourself. Instead of sharing with a garbage Tory justice. I don't want to share with a Tory justice. You guys are crazy. You know. If you share Ivan, if you live and sell Ivan, you're stuck with garbage for the rest of your life. Tory justice is garbage and trash, and you're banging all these trashy women around the world about it. You're stuck with the trash. Don't sell, you get easy fresh yourself, obviously, small and beauty. EJ no longer has a stanky, rotten, eggy ass. Her area is fresh, man. So when I hook up with it, we don't have to put the fan on, and the room doesn't smell like rotten eggs and tuna fish. Got some center. Yeah, even though Victoria Justice likes these guys, she's stuck with the garbage in Hollywood. I guarantee somebody she has to put the fan on when you hook up because the room smells bad. Damn, that's disgusting. Yeah. So EJ wants to be featured in the magazine. Yeah, she wants to be featured in the magazine with me. And she wants to be a movie star. That's why she's crazy. Yeah. She knows she got duped. Yeah, if the money you make off that book is my ticket to success, I know you're going to make your billions. Like, yeah, I know you're 25 going off the book. I want a piece of that. And I want to start that film studio and build that dream house with you, buy the jets and the yachts, buy all the nice clothes, and get the high-end cars with you. Even though EJ's rich, she can't afford to get jets. She can't afford a woman in her house. And she's under the gates in Hollywood. She wants me to get her out. That way she has the power, control, and free with me. And she gets Ivan fresh herself. And she sees Ivan, and she knows what the billions make off the book. We can start our film studio together. We can even do an album. A couple singles on the side, and we can start that film studio. Yeah. Better than Hollywood, right? Film studio better than Hollywood, yeah. Yeah. We can get the chosen Hollywood actors out of Hollywood, and we can pay them more than what they make in Hollywood. But they can bail all they want after the movie. I'm not going to be silent. I keep saying that, right? You know, I'm talking about Hollywood actors. You can bail you want. I know you guys are going to beg because you don't want to be left behind, but you're not good for the next movie. You care what deserve it. Let it go. Yeah. There's folks coming over today for the Super Bowl. My stepbrother bought wings from the store, I think. He's buying wings and he's buying chips, I think, and drinks. Yeah. I was sleep. Yeah, I had a very good sleep. I passed out today, man. Went to bed at like what 11. I just passed out till like 9. Yeah. I'm gonna tell the boss if I can take Wednesday off. Yeah, text him today, right? I don't want to work this Wednesday. Yeah. If I don't work Wednesday, I get a shitty paycheck. I get like a $100 paycheck. If I don't work, I get a $100 paycheck. Next paycheck. That's around the time I get paid my welfare money. But I have my cans though. Probably have like 6 bags of cans, not for 3 days. 3 days of smoke, so I should be good, right? Yeah. So Ouija wants to be boss of me. Yeah, but Toy Justice wants to be the boss of me, obviously. She's meant to be the boss of me. She's not meant to be on the gatekeeper. She's meant to be queen with me, me as king, obviously. Yeah, that's why me and VJ are king and queen because it's a monopoly. We control our own money. That's why we're not king and queen. And we're also royalty too. We're the children of God. We have the royal blood, obviously, the royal DNA, the royal blood. We get to go in beauty, like we're royalty. We're true royalty because we have the green and blue blood. Obviously, we can live forever. We get to go in beauty. We control the money. As to be a king, when you read the ancient ancient history and all stuff, the kings control the money. It's a monopoly. The king controls the money. That's why I'm king. We just queen. We control the money. We control our money. Yeah. Because if you sell Ivan, you're not king and queen. You're under the gatekeeper, but you're not king and queen. Obviously, you sell. That's what God gave the keys life, and that way you can be king, and you can control your own money. And the gates don't touch it. That's why God gave the keys. That way you can control your own money. Obviously, yeah. You don't need the gates to open the door. You can open the door yourself. You can open the door yourself. Obviously, that's why she cries. She knows that book I wrote is a ticket to success. Obviously, she knows. And that's the ticket to billions, Ivan. I know you're gonna win. Yeah, she knows I'm gonna win a lot of that money with the book, right? The book sells. Made like my 25 billion off the book. Something crazy. Yeah. I just went to take a nice hot shower. Yeah. So Sky will be exactly like Hollywood. Yeah, like the actors are sleeping at night. I'm gonna be renting nice toys for the actors, and you have the people who say ready, set, action. It's just like Hollywood, except it's better technology than Hollywood. Because I'm making movies for more money, and the actors I'm paying more money. I'm spoiling better perks, like not buffet and everything when they film and everything. All right, guys, it's break time. It's time to eat. Everyone eats their breakfast. It's time for dinner. Everyone eats their dinner. It's time for dessert. Everyone eats their dessert at nighttime. And yeah, it's better than Hollywood. I'm spoiling the actors. But Hollywood does give the actors buffet sometimes too, though, I heard. But do they spoil them with that kind of food? I don't know. I guarantee sometimes Hollywood does, like, they'll order pizza for, like, the last day of shooting. Hollywood might order a bunch of pizza for the cast and crew. They might do that sometimes, obviously. But for my company, it's better than that, right? I will do a last day of filming staff party for each of my movies. The day of the final day of shooting, that's the day I do a crazy party with the cast and crew. Buy a bunch of liquor and everyone, I blast music, everyone gets drunk at the party. Last day of shooting party. Obviously for the greatest game for Xanus, they're unique. In that movie, Dwayne Johnson, Will Smith, do a last day of shooting staff party, obviously for the cast and crew. Yeah. Yeah. So the actors having a blast, obviously. We would do parties during production. No. During production, it's time to work. I won't sign contracts. I gotta work hard. But last day of shooting, I'll do a staff party. Yeah, guys, you guys party out many times. Now it's time to work. It's production. We gotta get this movie finished first. And once the dirty work is done, then I'll do a last day of shooting staff party for the cast and crew. I'll see for my movies. Buy like a bunch of alcohol, like I don't know, 100, 200 bottles of liquor, 300 bottles of liquor, 400 bottles. You have to get like, I don't know, 400, 500 bottles of liquor, something crazy. 600 bottles of liquor, something crazy, right, for the party. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, John Boyega, you're up. You're filming a scene with Ji-Won Soo. Ready, set, action. And John Boyega shoots the scene with Ji-Won Soo. John Boyega, I'm having a blast filming your movie, I know, because the whole world's buzzing about it, right? And then you're going to see the behind the scenes stuff trending too. A lot of extras are going to take pictures and all stuff. Look at John filming with Ji-Won Soo, Ivan, and VJ. In the Zane's movie. And the Hollywood actors is having a blast, man. And the 10 months to 1 year of shooting will fly by fast. I guarantee it's going to go by so fast. It's a lot of work though, but the actors are still having a fun time on set, obviously. Will they fool around? Yeah, they will. All actors fool around on set in Hollywood, right? Behind the scenes. You guys can have fun when you're not shooting a scene, but like when it's time to shoot, guys, you have to be serious and work. Yeah, we know it. Whenever it's time to shoot, the actors are serious and they work. Obviously, they work hard because I pay a lot of money. John, I pay you you're rich $9 million. You got to work hard. Production. I'm giving you royalties. Like you got to work hard, man. I signed to him. I go, you got to work hard, John. I don't worry about it, boss. He works hard, obviously. I'm paying him more money. What do you mean for Star Wars? For Star Wars, he probably made like 1.7 million for Rise of Skywalker around there, John, right? Yeah, I only made like 1.7 million for Rise of Skywalker. I made 300K for Force Awakens. I made like my million for Last Jedi or something like that. That's probably how much money John made around there, right, for the movie. You see Peter, ready, set, action. Okay, John, try to be a bit more serious in the scene. Just loosen up your voice a little bit. And I'm saying Peter's directing John. Yeah, Mel Gibson's directing John. Me in the movie. Yeah. I'm the lead, so it's like I'm gonna be so nervous because I'm the one who's steering the ship for the movie. I'm the fucking lead of the movie for Xanus, right? Peter's like, yeah, Ivan, yeah, you're like the movie star for the movie, Ivan. You're the lead. These actors are supporting characters. Like you're the lead, Ivan. Even VJ's not the lead. VJ is a major supporting character, but she's not the lead. But she's a major character. Lithia has a lot of scenes in the book. Obviously, when you read it. Yeah. Will you film Volume 1 and Volume 2 simultaneously? Yeah, I'll tell Peter, we can film Volume 1 and Volume 2 simultaneously, but Volume 3 don't touch until we finish Volume 1 and 2, because I need the actors to prep mentally for the Devil Bats and the big war in the end. Okay, I need to prep mentally for the agony scene. Okay, Ivan. Yeah, Peter. Don't film volume 1, 2, and 3 simultaneously. Film volume 1 and 2 simultaneously. You can do that. But volume 2, let's wait until volume 1 and 2 are complete and we film volume 3. That way the actors can prep mentally for the scenes of the Devil Bats in the caverns and the end war. And the crazy shit towards the end of volume 3. They have to prep for that. I need to prep myself for the agony, Peter. Okay, I was just saying, yeah, but you gotta listen to me. Do not film volume 3 simultaneously with volume 1 and 2. The actors can lose momentum in their acting. A little bit. There's nothing worse than filming the beginning of the movie and you're also filming the end of volume 3 and I'm in agony. Like, it can affect my momentum. Peter, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Peter, don't do what you did for Lord of the Rings. When you film all 3 movies simultaneously, don't do that. No, film volume 1 and 2 simultaneously. That's fine. Then we get it done faster. But volume 3, let's wait until volume 1 and 2 are done, and then we film volume 3. So the actors can prep mentally for the big war with Eratet, Double Wolves, and the Devil Bats and Caverns. And the crazy shit going on in volume 3. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Ivan, you're right. You want the actors to prep for that? Yeah, Peter, I want them to prep mentally for that. Okay, Ivan, we can do that. We can film volume 1 and 2 simultaneously, and after we film volume 3, yes, Peter. Tell Peter that the way he knows. Tell Mel that the way he knows too. If I choose Mel. Some Sarah. Yeah. Ivan, can I get more of that? I'm like, no, Peter, man. What I'm paying you to know, stop being greedy. Greedy pig. $1 billion plus in your bank cover taxes, Peter, is enough. Stop being greedy. I was just measuring. That's not money for me. Yes, Peter, stop being greedy. It's more than what we made for the Rings of the Hobbit. It's like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a lot of money, Ivan. Like $1 billion plus in my bank. Yeah, Peter, you'll be walking with about $1 billion plus in your bank, Peter. He's like, holy shit. And his agent Ken Cummings is walking with like 120 million in his bank. Ken Cummings is getting paid for saying this. That's why he's like, oh, Ivan, that's a good deal for us, Ivan. You're very generous, man. This is way more money than what Peter made for the Rings of the Hobbit. Yes, Ken Cummings, Peter's agent. Yeah, it's enough money for Peter, right? Yeah. A lot of money for Peter. And I believe Fran has the same agent as Peter. Both Fran and Peter's agent is Ken Cummings. Fran, I can pay her like $7.5 million for the movie, but she doesn't get royalties because she's sharing the money with Peter. Peter's money is Fran. That's why I'm not gonna pay her a lot of money. I'll pay her like $7.5 million as my producer and help me with the screenplay. She'll help with producing duties and help me with the screenplay, obviously. That's enough money for her as she's sharing that money with Peter, right? Give me a second, I'll use the bathroom. Back in a second. Oh, give me a second. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry for my mom. I had to take a dump. Alright, that's gross, I know. When you gotta go, right? Yeah. When you gotta go. That's how it works, right? Taking a hot shower for this. Yeah, I know. I have to charge my phone, so to kill time, I'll take a shower. I'll enjoy the show with you guys. Talk for about 45 minutes. That's good enough for it. Yeah. But John Mega and Jumonsu really have to prep mentally for Volume 2 when they get captured by the Devil Wolves. Yeah, people will tell them, yeah, I want you guys to look frightened and scared when you get captured. Peter's going to tell them that, obviously. And they destroy the role when they get captured by the Devil Wolves in Volume 2. So John Mega and Jumonsu have to prep themselves mentally for that scene, obviously, with Eric when he interrogates him, as you guys read, right? Yeah, whereas all the other actors and me, we have to prep mentally for Volume 3. Because Volume 3 is when like everyone sees the wolves and the bats and everything. A whole supposed story for you. The woman have to prep mentally too for the horror, but they don't fight in the book. But Peter might have a thing where he has a woman fight. I'm like, Peter, don't do that. No, you're gonna ruin the story. Stick to the end of the story, Peter. Don't make drastic changes in the story. You can ruin my story. Like, that's not that big of a change. Well, like, in Zane Law, Peter, women are not allowed to bear arms. So if you do that, if you make that change, you're contradicting the Zane Law, Peter. And now you're starting to piss me off, and you're making drastic changes to my story, Peter. There's nothing wrong with us changing stuff and adding a lot of things in the movie, but don't stray away from the story. Follow the end of the story, Peter. Yeah. Because I will be adding quite a bit of stuff in the movie. Like, probably 30% of stuff in the movie that's not in the book. I'll be making a few changes to some of the scenes and everything, and dialogue, but we follow the end of the story. Right, Samsara? Yeah. I don't want Peter Jackson what? Ruining my fucking story, man. Or Mel Gibson, right? So this is my baby. I don't even want to ruin that, man. Yeah. Well, Mel or Peter tell you prepare for the dirty work, yeah, they will. People will tell me, yeah, I've been prepared for the dirty work, Ivan. I filmed The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. You're looking at like a year of shooting, Ivan. This is dirty ass work, Ivan. Yeah, Peter's like, yeah, I prepare for the dirty work. But once you get over with Ivan, you're done, and you get your check. And when the post production team adds to file, they release that trailer, look at something unheard of. Yeah, people tell me that. I can't wait, Ivan. I know, Peter. Relax, calm down, you nerd. This is Lord of the Rings. I always read Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Yeah. Will you and VJ work harder during exams? Yeah, we will because we know we're going to get paid a lot of money for it. But yeah, VJ, even though shooting for 1 year is dirty work, shooting 3 movies back to back, obviously, because it's one story, we're going to get paid our billions for this, VJ. So it's worth it. We work hard for 1 year, and we're going to get our multi-million check for the merch, the movie, and the game. This is like tens of billions of dollars. We might get like an $11 billion check for the merch. You know what I'm saying? A $25 billion check for the movie, and maybe another $20 billion check for the game. $25 billion check for the game. We might make our 50, 60, $70 billion off the Brand, VJ. So me and VJ, we work our ass off because we know we're getting paid a lot of money for it. The Hollywood actors are getting paid a lot of money too. Not the money me and VJ are making, but they're getting paid more money than what they're making in Hollywood. They all work hard for me, obviously. Yeah. And I gave them royalties. Don't forget that, right? You give the actors royalties, Ivan, for Xanus, they're going to work hard for you because they're now invested in your movie because you're giving them a piece of the treasure of the gold, a tiny piece of it. But it's a lot of money they don't make in Hollywood, right? Ivan's giving us a piece of the gold, excluding our already rich salary. Let's work our ass off for him. He was nice enough to give us a piece of the gold. Let's work our ass off for Ivan. We're making his movie together, and they all like work so hard and live in an amazing movie. Yeah. Yeah, man. I get paid today. Pick up my check after 2, right? Yeah. Are you busing there? Yeah, I'll take the bus after 2. Pick up my check. I'm gonna tell the boss if I can get Wednesday off. So I'm going through another episode again, right? Yeah, I have episodes. I have mental illness, guys. Fucking mad. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, guys, I'm gonna get more coffee. Back in a second. Don't hate me, I know guys on this show. Sorry for long wait. Well, I'm supposed to get my coffee. My room's a mess. I have to clean it. Yeah. Almost done the video, guys. Did you touch your savings, Ivan? Yeah, this time I touched my savings. I was impressed and everything. But starting next paycheck, I want to be serious. Starting today, I'm not going to touch anymore. I want to be serious, obviously. Like today, I'll just get 6 beers, 25 pack of smokes, and I might get maybe Snack Shack, a club sandwich at Snack Shack with the onion rings. And that's it. And starting tomorrow, I'm just going to get a pack of smokes. Yeah. Until my next paycheck. But if I take this one day off, I'm gonna get a $100 paycheck. That's only enough for like 5 days, right? Yeah, that's the thing though. Yeah, man. What's your goal? I want to save at least $4,000+ this year. I have to be serious and stop touching my savings. I want to save like $4,000 this year, obviously. At least 4,000+. I'll get my book. Once I save it both out, now my money, I'll get my book proofread. Yeah. I'm gonna pay for everything at once. Yeah, I want you to proofread it, then format it, table of contents, everything. And after that, I want you to design my cover. Now it will cost me about $3,000 in costs around there. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, you're more excited for the Great Escape or Xanus? Both, obviously. But the Great Escape is cooler in the sense that me and Vijay are no longer filming in a fantasy world. We're filming in the modern times, and we speak modern American Canadian English. We don't speak like old English style speech, like the way lawyers and actors speak. We speak modern English, and we're fucking secret agents. It's fucking fun. And the Great Escape is less work. But Xanus I'm a bit more excited for because it's a better story and everything we're gonna be devils and demons, that's why. But it's more work though, that's the thing though, right? And we're in a fantasy world. I said it's cooler filming a movie in the modern times compared to filming a movie in a fantasy world, right? In that sense, right? But Xanus is a better story. And it's a masterpiece and everything we're gonna be devils and demons. You know? The region knows you did it. Yeah, Victoria just knows I did it, but I have to go to the gates. You don't have money, right? That's how it works. You have to go to the gatekeeper's island to make your money. You know? Ivy can open the door. He has the keys, but to make those billions, he has to go through the gates. That's the door. Yes, I have to go to the gatekeepers to make my billions off my book. Because this is their house. They control all the money in the world. They're the gate gods. So to make money in their money system, I have to go through that house to make my money. But they don't want me making those billions. Yeah, I can't stand it. You being that rich, it pisses me off. I'm envious. Even when you've been making your hundreds of trillions over the past 40 years, yeah, I'm a psychopath. Even though I made my hundreds of trillions over the past 40 years, I can't stand the fact of you being a mother with a Ouija. That pisses me off. I can show you all money. I'm making all that money for your movie and everything. Because they know I'm gonna make my tens of billions off my movies. Merchant game. Like $50 billion off the Xanus Brand, something crazy. Yeah, even though I'm making $50 billion off the Xanus Brand, I'm not making the tens of trillions you're making. You're just a greedy pig. It's pocket change. Yeah, Ivan, $50 billion is pocket change, Ivan. Even if you make 50, 60, 70 billion off your Xanus Brand, Ivan, that's pocket change to us. I'm envious. I don't want you being that rich, Ivan. It pisses me off. I haven't envy. Yeah, they have a psychotic envy. Crazy people. Yeah. That's why a lot of doors you, Ivan, because they envy your wealth too. They envy your relationship. That's why they separate you and Vijay and they cause the mess. And they envy you and Vijay's wealth. That's why they lock the doors on both of you guys. They just can't stand me and Vijay living that life. Small how they want to be together. Yeah, I can't stand for being a movie star, Vijay, and controlling your own money like that. It pisses me off. Yeah, they haven't envy. They're crazy people. They don't want me being rich like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, right? Because they know when I'm king, I'll become rich like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. As after I do the 5 movies, me and Vijay will have $100+ billion in our bank. Easily $100+ billion in our bank. They don't want to be that rich. They're greedy pigs. Yeah. They know I have the keys too. It's power, man. Yo, I'm even making all that money with the keys again. It's so much power. You can make his easy billions of whatever business he starts. I'm only starting Sky Entertainment. That's it. That's not money being Vijay. We don't need more money, right? Yeah, Vijay, me and you being movie stars is enough. It's enough money. We don't need more money. I don't want to be sidetracked, focusing on all these other businesses. After we do each movie, I want to just take a vacation with you and enjoy our nice house in Vancouver and just live the life before we start the Great State of Canada for the second movie, right? After Xanus. That's Messiah. Yeah. So it's a psychotic envy. Oh yeah, you have to be a psychopath to make your tens of trillions every year and then lock the doors on God, the person who created you as really breed, and have him work minimum wage, and you don't even care that this man is poor and you can't even afford to rent his own apartment. You're making all that money and you lock the doors on the person who's God. You have to be a blind, greedy psychopath to do that. That's how you know they're psychopaths. Like, they don't care about you. And they're gonna dupe you if you sell, Ivan. Kiss your billions goodbye if you sell it. You're not gonna see your billions. They're gonna dupe you the gates. Yeah. I remember for my birthday, it was really odd. My stepfather said he'll give me $20 for my birthday. Obviously, and I remember like we were celebrating my birthday. This is like a couple weeks ago, and he's like, Ivan. He takes all his wallet. I'll give you 10. I'll give you 10. He said it in a weird way, almost as if like he was telling me, yeah, I'm only gonna give you like 10 million for the book. Yeah, Ivan. The gate's gonna dupe you. You'll be lucky to get $10-20 million off the book, man. If you sell, they're gonna dupe you, Ivan. Take all your billions. Yes, I'm rich, but like I'm not king with VJ, and I only made like 10 million off the book. That's like 6 million after taxes and my agent's cut. $5 million in my bank. They're gonna dupe me, man. Yeah, man. Compared to $10, $20 you're going to make off your, if you sell, compared to, I don't know, the 20, 25 million you're going to make off if you don't sell Ivan off the book. You don't sell the Gates Ivan, you'll make your billions off your book, man. Because the Gates can't touch your money. That money's yours. Sorry, huh? The Gates cannot touch your money. Because you do not sell them, Ivan. Yeah. So the Gates know. Yeah, the Gates know. Yeah, if Ivan doesn't sell to us, he'll make his billions off his book because he has the keys to the kingdom and he's God. The whole purchase of the English speaking world, right? He'll make his 20, 25, 30, 40, 50 million off the book, 25 million off the book. They know with that money I can live the life of VJ. Like get my own private jets, build my $1 billion house, I can get my nice clothes. As the Gates buy me cheap clothes, well finally I can actually get nice fucking high-end clothes with VJ, man. Get my high-end cars, my yacht. Travel around the world, stay the best sweets. So they don't want to do that life with VJ. That's why they're envious. That's why they don't want me making that money. They're psychopaths. Yeah. Yeah, they're psychopaths. Yeah, they are. They're psychopaths. As they told me many times, they might sell the house soon. So the fact that they're willing to sell the house, Ivan, and even when they sell the house, they won't even let you make your money. That's how you know, Ivan. They're crazy people. They don't care about you, and they're gonna dupe you. Yeah, I don't care if I sell this house and Ivan is working minimum wage. He's not touching a dime of my money because they're psychopaths, obviously, and that's why I'm like, yeah, you're not touching a dime of my money either. That money's for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're not touching the money on my book. Those billions are for me and my wife. It's not for you. There you go. Yeah. Well, Ivan can't touch our money, but we deserve to take his money. That's their logic, because they're crazy people. They're not even God. They didn't create this place. You said zero to me touching your money. You're not touching my money either. These billions are for me, VJ. It's not for you. I'm sick and tired of being the poor Ivan and having all these puny people take advantage of me, man, in my life. Obviously. I'm sick and tired of people taking advantage of my life. I've been working shitty jobs all my life. Enough's enough. These billions are for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're not touching it. I'm not going to have you do my time. No way. Take my money and have you do my time. No way, man. The money's mine. You're not touching it. There you go. I have the keys. I don't have to sell to you. There you go. No, like I'm saying, yeah. So they know with that money, yeah, they know if I make like 25 million off my book, I can start my own films with VJ better than their Hollywood system, man. Like a film studio better than Hollywood, they know that. Yeah, Ivan can easily fund his movie for $3 billion, $1 billion, $800 million. He has the keys, he'll make his money back easily. For $350, $400 million, Ivan and VJ can start their own film studio, build all the buildings and everything, and they can get the Hollywood actors out of our Hollywood system and pay them more than what the Hollywood actors make in Hollywood. Yeah, I can get the Hollywood actors chosen out and pay them more than what they make in Hollywood, obviously. They're tens of millions. Yeah. They know it. That's why they're pissed off, obviously. They know I have the keys, man. That's why the only thing they can do is kill me, because they're so desperate. Hey, we can't guard the door on that brand. Let's just scare Ivan with that. Hopefully he sells and shares. And Ivan's brave and he chooses the other choice. I'm not having guys do it, man. No way. Obviously. That's why God made it easy for me. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the keys to the kingdom. You know the gates lock doors and you're very powerful. I'll give you the keys. The kingdom, all you gotta do is just own a brand. They fuck up your brain and give you mental illness and wipe your mind for justice and you being gone on stuff. I'll turn your mental illness into a creative genius. You'll be able to write an amazing book. Obviously. And when you write that book, Ivan, I'm going to make sure I hook the shit out of the world and take him for a ride. And I wrote the masterpiece, that's what Xanus. It's an amazing book, man. Great story told. I set my total #1, right? Yeah, I'm not lying, guys. Yeah, I mean, that book you wrote #1, Hollywood would love this. It'd be all over this, Ivan. She told me that. Which means if I sold out in Hollywood, there'd be a huge bidding war over my brand. With Disney, Warner Bros. Universal, they all want a piece of my brand. Yeah, there'd be a huge bidding war for my brand. Netflix, yeah. I don't want to be in Hollywood. I don't want those executives touching my story. They can read my story. I'm not saying Hollywood can't make a masterpiece. They can, But they could perhaps ruin your story even if you sell, right? Yeah, I don't want any Hollywood executive touching my brand, man. They can ruin my story. Yeah. And Hollywood will make Xanus for maybe $350 million. They make it for maybe 600, $700 million will make it for the three movies. That won't cut it, man. You got to put like $1 billion for each of the movies for Xanus. You want to tell that amazing story. Yeah. And they might have Peter be the director, but Peter will be lucky to get like a $50 million, $20 million contract. They might give him maybe $80 million of the royalties. Peter will be lucky to get $60 million of the royalties, Peter Jackson. Because I got Peter Jackson out of Hollywood and I control the box office with VJ, the merch and the game, I can easily pay Peter his $1+ billion deal. Way more than what he'll ever make in Hollywood. Sarah. Pay Mel his $5 million deal. Get those directors out of Hollywood if I choose, right? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this is where I hope you guys enjoy the shows. I'm saying out. Peace. Peace out, guys.